A new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
All right, you ready? Bring the heat.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Checks with a projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. Big trouble here. The stun is gonna leave them defenseless. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. In a dire situation, it takes a big gamble. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Sandblast. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Impaler! Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Gets the jump in. Scrapping it out up close. The low. A quick breather. Are we gonna what a finish? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight round. Fight.
Hits them with a stopping box. It's time for both. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. This is a bad situation to be in. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Scrambling, drives, in fact misses. Hits that with confidence. Poses them. Oh, here we go. Ooh, does them dirty. Player 2, solid anti-air. Gets the side switch. Nothing stops this train.
Ready for the ride?
Sunrise Festival. Can they nail the beat? Can they make the most of this?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent block. Now heavy. What will be the follow-up here? Grab zone. I can't believe it. Oh my God, they just choked it up. We just saw the heist of the century. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Throws a fireball. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? If this is gonna be bad news, drumming up a beat KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Awesome! Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Who will gain control of the match in the early going? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Medium kick hits. Burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with Burnout. We have one player in Burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 2 doesn't hit them with a stopping block. Uses the target combo with a puller. Going in. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Shows the medium kick. On for the critical art. Gets the critical art. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Betting it all on the drive route. Impact squat. Gets the tips with the low heavy. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Versus Online Ranked Match. Special versus Practice versus comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Oh, with the drive impact. Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 chases them down. Throws them to negate the block. The jump-in is denied. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Burnout is triggered. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Jumps in, low heavy for the win. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reaction to the brushes that off and keeps going. Drumming up a beat count. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters planning something? Experiencing burnout. Burnout activates. They exchange blows. Air slasher. Super clutch corner switch. Knockdown, and this can lead to some big damage. All the throws connect. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Medium kick hits. Just go for it. What are they gonna do? Escape, what are you jumping in for? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Opens with a jump in. The last round, it's now or never, goes for the jump in. Looking to follow up after that target bomb. Betting it all on the drive rush. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Changes the pace with the fireball. What are they gonna do? This is gonna hurt. Closes it out. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Best versus practice. Combo trials. A new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with a projectile. Puts one in the pocket. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The impact gets blocked. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Neither of them willing to back off here. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? That drive impact doesn't get through. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Sets that jump in easily. Now Player 2 chases them down. Knockdown. From up above. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. There's the wall spike. They can't do anything now. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Yep, digs in deep to get that drive in. The rapid fire fist sends them off. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Will this decision pay off for them? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Medium kick hits. Hits them with a stop and block. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Saihacho attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? The drive impact is denied. Excellent block to shut out the impact. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Sunrise Festival. They've got to nail the inputs to keep this up. Sets up with the jump in. Yes, drive impact for the win. Last round, people. Both fighters got to go all in from this one.
Final round. Fight.
jump and crowns them from above. Hey, whip! They're wide open. Fires off an air blaster. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Nothing stops this train. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? This is gonna hurt. Both up. There's a drive impact. Excellent damage on this can lead to some big damage. Turns out. Player 1, they think his time to bust this out. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it.
Such a lovely face.
It is over! Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage!
Challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Beginning operation.
Bring the heat!
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Gets a chance with that jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Takes a trip. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Going in? Player 1 can't afford this hit. The kick hits! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Checking the hits them with a stopping bomb. Uses the gauge for a super art. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Manages a super art? The super doesn't hit. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? A quick breather. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Both fighters planning something? Still slugging it out at this range. Player 1 will need to use their meter here wisely. Low heavy. KO! Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
Where are you going? Strike dreams!
That was a solid anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Combo with the target combo. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Stop the attack by using the drive pair. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. Gets the parry in, and adds some pressure. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the sequence. Brushes that off and keeps going. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Balance from above. Still slugging it out at this range. Hopes with a kick. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Flies in, the drive impact doesn't work. Fights back with authority. Anti-air in the front. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. That jump in was expected. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open was knocked up out of the air. Balance from above. Excellent block. Player 1 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Oh my god, they just choked it out. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. What will they do next? Excellent damage off drive impact misses. Huge chance after that wall splat. Amazing. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Wow, sat waiting for this opening. Punish counter sets the table. Knee-gun uppercut. Noticeable life lead is a comeback draw super hard hit. Are you kidding me? Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Who uses their drive gauge? Air slasher. Oh yeah! Stops the attack by using the drive pair. Parrying an attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Takes a trip. Big, low, reaching heavy. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. At this range, many a KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some. Hits him with a stop and pop. It's a good spot to use the super. Turning up the heat here with a level 2 super. Going in. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. And fold for the throw. That's what they came for. What'll happen here? Gutsy and fold. Nasty blow to the back of the head. A quick breather. Big difference in life and super. Any mistake now is definitely a super art. The super doesn't hit. Gets him with a Euro step. Drive impact misses. Life lead is there. Flatlines him. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Beautiful setup with that attack. Gets through the opening. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Management could well decide this. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Combo with the target combo. Takes a trip.
Where are you going?
Reads them. And fold for the throw. That's what they came for. Gets the jump in. Flies in with a fist to keep the fresh winds out in the Battle of the Skies. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive. What'll happen here? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Burnout activates. Knockdown and... Player two in dire straits with Burnout. A quick breather. The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Finds the target. How will they utilize this? Both fighters cause nothing but air. Burns out. Player one, putting the cherry on top. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Wraps it up with a throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. What? Who will come out on top in this final round? Oh, they're in the corner and taps them on the throw. Sunrise Festival. Can they nail the beat? Ooh, what a smart blow. Player one has the super gauge advantage. Fires off an air slash. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Crowns him from above. Nothing stops this train. What super art to show what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Turning it right up with the super. Oh, here he closes it out. Player two is a force to be reckoned with.
A new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Showtime, baby!
Give me your best shot!
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets a chance with that jump in. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player one has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Anything could happen here. Very solid corner switch. Throws out a projectile. From up above. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Quadriga! Knockdown and will this super art connect? Player two will look to apply pressure here. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. In there! Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Rolling Soba. Barely blocks the jump in. Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. Risky up-close scrap still going. They were expecting that driving pass. Excellent block to shut off the impact. Jumps in. Manages to block the... just goes for it at this range. Experiencing burnout. Player one in dire straits hits them with a stop and block. life lead is there, but still they're going for the super art? Looking for a hole, doing some quick planning? A jump, sets up with the jump in.
I've got you!
Player finishes with the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Fires off an air slasher!
This can lead to some big damage.
Javelin of Marisa digs in it.
What will they do? Side switch.
Slugs that off. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up.
Player one is gonna very wall splat into the card break. They are not getting close to each other.
Nice air slasher.
The drive impact doesn't work. Connects with the throw. What's next?
Nothing stops this train.
Player one
With the rhythm owning that space.
Here comes the corner pressure. Who's gonna take it?
It is over.
Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
Overdrive jackpot send them down the quick way.
Jump. Gets the pip. Springs forward with a drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player one has the life lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Heading into the end, experiencing burnout. Player one chases them down. Gets them. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight!
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Box him with a target combo. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player one needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Denied. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. They return to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Jumps. Burnout activates. A super art? How will they utilize this?
Burns the gauge and it's showtime. It's the weekend pleasure. Come get up to get down.
A quick breather. Player two is barely baits out the low kick. A real test of nerves here.
Both sides getting ready.
Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Oh, with KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Fires off an air slasher. What's that off?
The rapid fire fist sends them up. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Player one with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it?
He slashes them with a jackknife.
Amazing! Dangerous turns out. Impact squash. This can lead to some big damage. Player two is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Nice fireball.
The Gladius pries them open.
Player two may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super art ready. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. There's a burnout.
Punish counter sets the table.
Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it low heavy with authority. Player one has gotta be feeling good getting the win out
victorious. Street Fighter 6. Fighting round. Practice. Versus online ranked match. Special versus practice. Versus special versus practice. Arcane online. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Uncomfortable space here. Pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Can't tech the throw. Takes a trip. Beautiful setup with that attack. Nice Manes Dore. Getting those throws. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. Player one. The kick hits. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jump. Who's going to start things off? Player two had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. That's not gonna hit. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They were expecting that drive impact. They're going for the super art? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive move now. Going in? Hits the drive! That's gonna leave them rattled. Hanging on for dear life. The low's blocked! Gets the tip with the low heavy. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Opens with the fireball! Jumps? Air slasher! Player one managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Dazzle them with a flurry! Player two with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Holy! With super arts into play, it's really anything good. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. That huge soap-off got their knees dinged. Player one is in a very good spot now. Turns out. Both sides connects with the throw. Oh, yo! Rock super here? A real test of nerves here. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? A jump in, sets up with the jump in.
Grabs him! Ugh, take a seat!
Player 2 can't use any power. Are you kidding me? Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Better practice. Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Bring the heat.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. No good on Pride. The low kick connects. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Knockdown. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Throws them to negate the block. Steps in for the throw. I can't keep track of these corner switches. This order makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around, and good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Life lead opens Sunrise Festival. Can they ride to beat KO? Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight.
Blocks it. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Just out of range for that throw. Early round decisions are so experiencing burnout. Going in, player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. A jump in? Blocks the low kick. A quick breather. Player 2, a gutsy fireball gives them the round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? There's a burnout. This is gonna hurt. Player 2 is in burnout state. Draw super hard incoming. Player 1 needs to take advantage of the gauge disparity. Not in range for the throw. Perfect parry. They got a feast on this chance. Oh, here, will this super art do anything? Taking chunks at, ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 is left uses their drive gauge. Big gauge lead here. What's next? Gotta do better than that. Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. What are they gonna do? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? This would lead to some big damage. Can they defrain on this fighter to fit for the counter in that situation? Oh, it's enough? Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Stones with the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Blocks the jump in. Okay, both fighters are taking a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Strings it all together. Impacts a no-go. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Low heavy hits mix up incoming. The pressure is so intense here. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Breaks those shins. Smart stuff, poking out that range to zone the opponent. Jumps in. From low heavy to peppers them with the lightning kicks. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Finds the target. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Burnout activates. Amazing. Looking for a hold. A real test of nerves here. Chisels them down. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Lightning kick!
Who's going to steal this win? Extending that drive gauge.
Just goes for it at this range.
Manages to... They're going for the super art? What were they thinking? What now? Like low heavy. Frozen. Taking chunks out of each other here.
These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe.
The drive impact doesn't work. Amazing. Player 2
Can't let this tip hit the drive. No way they did that.
What's next? Ransom! Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Walls flat into the guard frame. Drive impact misses.
I called it.
It's not a punish.
The buffet is open.
They're dizzy.
Oh, it's enough.
Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Versus special match.